Welcome back to the NDS. We're here at Chicagoland for the 10th race of the season. Take a quick look down qualifying and back up the order. Here we go. The 9 at Canadian Lux on pole. All 42 starters lined up and ready to go. Going to be one hell of a race as we go green, green, green to kick off the Trivago 300. Here we go. Everyone's starting off pretty good. Get down into the corner, and that really opens up after a lap or two on the restart the line that everyone's going to be running, moving up or down the track. Logan in the 42, getting down there, able to run where he needs to be. Gonna take the lead. Back out to the top 10. See the 9 and the 10 both opening up a higher line. Gonna go crazy. Well, just outside the top 10. Jake trying to hold that spot for 10th on the 38. And the 51 in the mix too. Qualified really well as they go 3 wide down the front. Logan begins to pull away a bit. The high side coming in clutch so often. Here, sometimes you can actually run good momentum and just roll that down the front. Further beyond, the battles are still happening pretty well. Team Duke now rolling top of 3 as other drivers want to try to take that as much as they can. Close to the front now, 3-way battle for second. Zentz in the 17 has been just kind of staying there, trying to get the 9 past, but all that's doing is letting the 42 roll away for the lead here. The 9 able to get a good run on the outside. I think Toad Warrior might be trying to look outside as well, seeing what that lane is going to be able to get him. But Jeff at 34 just comes in, takes that spot right away. Definitely difficult here. Kyle D in the mix as well. Even outside the top 10. Still got the 66 rolling the outside super well. Fucking Ringo just flying past those guys into the top 10 with ease. CS Fast and 11, still plenty of 3 wides action to go here. Misty Viper and even some drivers kind of on the fringes of the top 20 right now. The 51 being the fantasy driver of Queso. Just rolling good, but these other guys around you, the closer you get to the front, the stiffer the competition is, which can be really tough if you're trying to make it on underpowered equipment. Good entry for a lot of drivers. Without getting eggs off the corner. See the 20 of Eastlamp behind him is 6. Krugemeyer there. Yeah, see a lot of the battling happen here. I think the 78 was going to try and roll off the corner well, but with a car in your way, I don't think you could launch as well as you'd want to. That's what you see Mizzou trying to do, just get so much run on exit. Just isn't quite happening the way he wants it to. Meanwhile, in battles close to the front, Ben McDonald. And Zentz hasn't been hanging too well. I mean, he's still top 5, but going from 2nd to 5th does kind of sting. As the 66 is absolutely balling around this track. Toad and RS battling each other. Where have I seen that one before? Having to deal with the 9 isn't exactly what the 10 would want here. And Ben McDonald is kind of sitting top 10 right now. He's doing fine. Just doing about as good a job as he can. Oh, but Toad tried to ship the 10 into the corner. I think it worked to get the position from him. Or it might be battling back. I think RS Fast and 11 is going to get put up on the high side and have to defend from Zentz, but definitely going to lose a spot to Toad there on exit. Yeah, back of the pack is bumping pretty well. Like those guys way in the back, they're still trying to figure out their lanes. Like see Bunger trying to get a run on Beach Brutus and Jerry just bringing up the rear. And now Kyle D on top of 3. That's going to be tough. Like the 24 has been smooth sailing for a while now in this series. As he actually gets in the wall a little bit there, Kyle D. I just think it's, oh, wrecking Mizzou. 78 goes around. Right in front of the field, more trouble. That's Fred Jones. And plenty of fancy drivers getting caught up in this one. Oh, back markers galore. That was the first caution of the day. Started with Mizzou. Mizzou ultimately, he was running inside the top 20 at the time. It's just that Hyperdrive just had such a run on the outside. Hyper wasn't lifting, and Mizzou runs into the back, or the 33 just clears himself into it. There's more trouble here. Look at this. Then there's a second wreck when Fred Jones just gets the littlest bit of contact into Queso. And that's what causes this next mess to happen. There are so many drivers in this one. That's BS Fast and 11, Mizzou, Joe Mama, the Puff. Oh, Tank Gunner hits into it. Bunger and Beach Brutus get a piece of it. I think Jerry in the wall. 99 of Laundry Sauce going digging through the grass. It's a mess. One little incident sparked a whole lot of mayhem. Let's just helicopter with the 12. Because y'all know, y'all saw the incident, the initial contact already between Mizzou and Hyper to kick off this storm. And then watch, it just, as soon as that 86 makes that slight contact, this triggers a whole lot of this. And boy, let me tell you, it is so tough to figure out where you're trying to go in all the wreckage. There's not a damn thing, really, that you could do about it. I think Undersauce took the grass around, as you saw there. As it looks like pit stops are happening. Hyper's got to repair something. Plenty of drivers coming out of the pits trying to repair their cars. As the Puff and Tank Gunner out of the race already. Tank Gunner having a horrible season. splitting that 48 part-time with the cooker, but even then, it's just, they got nothing going. No momentum on that 48 team with tank gunners in the car. So that's 40 cars all the way back to Joe Mama. Say hyperdrive, kind of a little rough sailing for that 33. Didn't qualify that well, and now has this up in his lap. Logan's still leading pretty hard. As top 10 displayed on the screen, we are going to get this back underway. And we're off again. Restart. Toad Warrior trying to take it right on the restart. The 9, I think, trying to help. Yeah, restart's one of the best ways to, one of the best opportunities to make passes is on the restart. Toad Warrior pushes clear, and the 60 is going to be out front. Coming off the corner, there's still plenty of cars packed in there. They're still not trying to make 3 wide specifically yet. Toad Warrior goes a little up the track. That's going to leave the door open for the 9. The 10, the 34. 4 wide for the lead. RS Fastlane 11 sees his way to the front. As a number of cars are fighting for it in this pack. Holy shit. Toad Warrior stuck on that high side. The 66 has good momentum through the middle of the corner as they are racing for their lives right here. Good shit. Oh, 66 getting aggressive. Fucking Ringo, dude. Pulling himself to second place. Zent's kind of out of line a little bit. Oh my gosh. Come get your racing tickets. The Chicagoland is here to stay. Oh my god. 1-2, 1-2. 66 is going to pull out for second. CS Fastlane 11 in third. Plenty of these guys that haven't won in a long time. 66, a fucking Ringo dude looking for his first career win. Hunting down RS Fastlane 11. Plenty of drivers all in the exchange. That 66 is electric right now, going for the lead on the low side. The 10 having to defend hard. I think Ringo's got the momentum. See plenty of 3 wide back there. A new leader, 66 out front. CS Fast and 11 sitting third. RS not giving up though. He's coming back on the high side. The 10's going to take it back. Oh, Logan in the wall. Some contact back there. The 42 with damage. Not sure where he got it from, as they're still not getting off each other at all. Now Logan's got some pretty significant damage. He's going to drift back. Back up the front. 66, not giving up. He's going to try to take this a little higher this time. Stick with the method that brought you pretty high in the first place. He is going hard. Meanwhile, these guys, Islam has worked his way to the top 10. He may have been involved in the contact with Logan, but this pack is not getting away from each other. I'm not sure who's responsible for slowing these guys down, but they are just packed in there like peas in a pod. That's insane. Back up front. 10 and 66 do battle. RS walks up the track. Opens the door for the 66. He's going to get the run off the exit, so he could try to hold station there. Here they go. Turn 3 and 4. I think RS has the run off the high side. He's going to definitely get it done there. Oh, is 66 not going to? CS Fast and 11's in here to help. The 11 car in the battle pushes the 66 way out of the lead. CS Fast and 11. Will he have something to say about it? RS switching over. I can't believe it. They're still going at it. Now the 66 gets a chance to try to run high. Trying to put the 10 down. Trying to put the 10 down right on the bottom of the track. I think the 10 still has to try to regroup, try to rethink a strategy here. Oh, the 11 aggressive on his quarter panel. That's going to bobble the 10 up the track. Life in the fast lane is a little difficult as the 66 starts to pull away a little bit. Toad Warrior sitting fourth in all this. And Ben McDonald and Misty Viper, whoever comes out in front of those, one or the other is going to be fifth. Looks like the 16. RS Fast and 11 now struggling to try to hold second place. There is, oh man. Now the battle for Elite starting to calm down a little bit, and this pack here as well is starting to string out. You can see even outside the top 20. Hyperdrive inside top 25 after that little incidental contact. He's slowly building his way back up. You can see the drivers who are kind of strung out from that little incident. Kyle D kind of soldiering on. Born Ready, another sleeper pick inside the top 20. He's just been as routine and clean as a cucumber. Meanwhile, the top three are all kind of spaced out right now. The battling has seemingly calmed down for the time being. That sequence was intense, though. Ben McDonald trying to go lower than Tiger Man as they just want to get past Toad for fourth. Man, oh man, oh man. Team Duke, another sleeper pick inside the top 10. He's just glad to exist at this point. That 84 car, oh! Laundry Sauce has blown up. So the 99's out of the race. Big sad for the back markers. They got plenty of back markers, but the front is where all the action is. RS Fastlane 11 now having to try to reel in fucking Ringo Dude. And Ringo Dude, at about the halfway mark of the race, is looking to cap this one off for his first career win. Ben McDonald, he sees Team Duke going really high on him. I think Duke might unironically make a high side pass on Ben, and that's exactly what happens. The 84 making a good move. Oh, a little contact. Ben and Duke getting a little danger close with each other. Now I'm telling you, who else is, speaking of underrated sleeper races, fucking Gammateers in the 15th place. 22 running top 15 is not what I had on my bingo card. Like, that Green Hump Brothers machine is just wherever he wants it to go. And Mizzou, with all that damage he's got sustained, he is definitely running pretty slow with all these guys. There's a lot of other slow guys, too. Jerry and Fink are heavily off pace. BS Fast and 11 and Queso. It's a real shame for Queso. He qualified well, too. He's just not running hot. And the two with Joe Mama also back there as well. That's the thing. They'll get lapped eventually, but it might take a while. CS Fast and 11 trying to run up on RS Fast Lane 11. I think, is Jake in the top 10? Yes, he's in the top 10. He just passed Racer for 9th. Misty Viper, another top 10 run for the 31. That team has just been needing some good luck as of late. Krugermeyer, solid 11th place for her so far. Eastlamp has been making waves on this short track, intermediate though. Hell, it might as well be a short track with all the goddamn action we got in that one instance earlier this race. Holy shit. Canadian Lux. I had a really great qualifying, and another one of those just running in mid-pack right now. Zentz and Frosty to Otter. Both drivers really good where they are right now. I mean, the 8 kind of needs these good runs. Zentz is doing fine in points. Doesn't specifically need to be doing super good. But the 8 could use a little more track position on this day. Honestly, thought the battle for second would heat up, but guess not. Toad Warrior could be closing in for third place, though. And Toad's got his hands full with Tiger Man, too, so that could be fourth right there. 34 car is looking good. They're trying to run just at least a couple or a few more laps just so they could get themselves into the window where they could stop now and then be good for the rest of the race. I'm just checking the full standings here. With 30-second lap times, especially looking at the lap times of those who are off pace, dodging lap cars might be the name of the game for these leaders here coming soon. Speaking of coming soon, Toad Warrior, CS Fast and 11 falling spots, and also RS Fast and 11 could be trying to reel a 66 back in. There's Toad. He's trying to clear for fourth. Almost. And yeah, he's going to be stuck back there. They're trying to get around him. Duke kind of having nowhere to go after Ben McDonnell. Like when you get in these long green flag runs, you got to make, I wouldn't say make friends with the guys you're racing, but you definitely have to tolerate them. Don't want to wreck them out. And that's how rivalries start right here. Toad Warrior definitely in there for fifth. Racer falling back significantly from the top 9. Here, we're just wondering what lap they're going to start coming in. The 2 came in, but, lap traffic, so it doesn't really count. Honestly, kudos to the 2 for not really staying on track much longer, because the leaders, they're all kind of here, and you could impede them if you stay out as a lapper. Tiger Man's in third, reeling in. This 34 car has just been really good speed lately, and this is it in this time for some guys. A little bit of going up a track for these 2, but it's fine. In this time, the 10 stayed out. I think the 10's already led a couple laps, and I think, not sure if the 10 will lead most laps. But I definitely think the strategy of staying out 1 lap later could be you want to have fresher stuff for the battle eventually. I think Fink already pitted. Yeah, you see them all coming in right here. Travis Scott, I think, might be the last car on track who even committed to the pitting. So now we just wait. 66 coming out, making good time on the 34. The 11 of CS Fast and 11 is right there as well. So as the 10 goes through 3 and 4, Logan had a really bad stop. He just repairing all. 10 of RS Fast and 11 coming out of his box. I think he still has the lead. He'll just have to wait to see where that 66 is. Not even close. Okay, maybe a little close, but okay. Then again, maybe not. Ringo set sail for that one. And Logan, I think they may have had to do some damage repair on that 42 because He dropped so many spots. Yeah, that right side of the car looks better, but contrast, you're 39th on track. So definitely a disappointing day for Logan. He's got that win, that security. So I think that this will be fine for him. It just won't be ideal. Joe Mama and Queso could actually battle for position. That's 37th here, as the 66 is leading this race. Let's pull up your top 10 telemetry right here and see who made it good, who didn't. Let's just do a through the field. Why not? Toad 5th. Big battle here for 6th. Look at all this commotion here. The 31 Misty Viper definitely flubbed that corner. Is going to lose some spots. Jesus Christ. That one Racer rounding out the top 10. 22 Gamma is actually within like earshot of a top 10, which is kind of insane. Ben's 12th. Sense, Born Ready, KSS, VSS in 15th. Honestly, he's going to need this because he needs any sort of good finish he can get his hands on. Then the 8, 71, and rounding out top 20 is this battle with Landon, Kyle D, and Racing Fan 880. But 38 is just doing what he needs to. Hyperdrive and Canadian Luxor, the next two cars back. Dirtman 5, sitting 23rd right now. That's actually a pretty good finish, especially with how I think the 86 might have fumbled the bag here. Iris and Seto, rounding out top 25. Spock, 26. Darkest Presence, hammering in 27th. Bunger, then Fred Jones. Plenty of like slow individual cars, like Travis Scott, Beach Brutus, Mizzou 32nd. Like if he wasn't crafty enough to win at Rusty's Chicken Farm, this might be the worst season for the 78 right here. Fink, the rookie season from hell continues. Eastlamp must have had a really rough stop. He might have been involved in that Logan damage because he's back down 34th. Jerry sitting 35th. BS Fast and 11, P36. And you see Queso and Joe Mama going a lap down. Tiger Man took second place. Meanwhile, up front, Logan and fucking Ringo Dude. 66 out front, 42 is probably 42 is trying to make up all the positions he can because he's about to go a lap down. BS Fast Lane 11 and the 12 is there. The 12 is also on the chopping block for going a lap down. And I think the 66 just wants to use the slower car to slow the 42 down just to get by. Because if you're the 66, you're hustling. But not, like, try not to overstep your limits, but you're also hustling to try to get this thing, just get to the checkered flag in the position you are. Battle for second between Tiger Man and RS Fast and 11. Meanwhile, Jake has wormed his way to 6. A pretty significant battle here. They're just passing lap cars. Meanwhile, these two going for second. It's like just trying to catch him. And I think the 42 might be helping these guys a little bit because the 42 is messing with the 66's flow. RS Fast and 11 continues the battle for second. There's the 12 car. I think he's going to try to use that 12 car to slow down the 34. And that's exactly what's happening. That's how you play the game. You take those lap cars and utilize them to your advantage. They're objects to you. You think lap cars have chances of winning races? No, that's why they're lapped in the first place. Toad Warrior clears out for 4th, and a 5th place could be anybody, honestly. Well, anyone who's within shot of it. I don't know. Fink and Jerry have not been setting pretty fast. Both the 45 and the 4 are in danger of being lapped down, as 66 runs. RS Fast and 11 now has taken second place. It's 2 seconds. I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. It's just a lot, okay? Like, it's been a long green flag run. You got plenty of spaced out cars. But any lapper that the 66 passes, the 10 also has to pass. So it's not like it's free on behalf of the 10. I see Fink definitely giving some drivers a trouble there. Definitely shaved a good amount of tenths for the 10 off that one. And Jerry not doing any favors either. You see RS Fast and 11 looming large in the background. The good news is that RS has made up about a second in 2 laps. That's half his deficit. Bad news is he's also got to pass these guys as well. It's not over for RS Fast and 11. He just needs to get by these guys as quickly as he can. And honestly, this lap might actually be a regression. Mizzou is next up on the lap car counter. And these guys that the 66 has been dealing with, the 10's dealing with as well. 10's got fresh shit. Like, the tire degradation might actually play into RS Fast and 11's favor. As we're winding these laps down. Coming to 6 to go. That doesn't look, I don't think he gained anything in that time. 29.387, 29.395. Eastlamp and Mizzou are the 2 next on the chopping block. I think after Eastlamp and Mizzou, you got nothing to worry about. Maybe Beach Brutus. I can't tell if Beach Brutus will be a factor. 5 laps to go. 29.4 versus a 29.2. So clearly influencing when you pit might be it. And also Mizzou being a slow car here, the 10's going to launch off that. Coming to 4 to go. Definitely there. The 10 looking. He definitely sees Logan and Mizzou. He's wondering how he's going to play his cards on this one. Remember, every time the leader passes a car, that's a car that second place has to deal with as well. So 10.66 is going to be it. 3 to go. RS Fast and 11 is right there. He's looking middle. Doesn't quite have the grip to lay it down. The 66 goes high. RS goes low. Lap cars are all over the place. They're right there too. Now as soon as Logan goes behind the 10, it's nothing but just the top 2. RS surges. Oh, he dumps him! He dumps him! The 66 goes around! And the 10 is going to ride off into the sunset. Caution. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh boy. Oh no. And Ringo is going to cross the line. in the 12th position. Take a look at what happened. I mean, I don't know what else you call that. I'm not sure if RS thought he had to do something or if a 66 thought he'd be there, but that is uncalled for. That is, I mean, I really don't know what else to say. As we finish this race under caution, checkered flag, RS Fast Lane 11, back in victory lane. And if you're rooting for a 66, that is heartbreak right there. How close can you come to your first win and not get it? Well, that's certainly going to be one hell of an ending. Chicagoland is the highlight reel city for NDS. After the long list of results we have here, that is all we have for this race. We'll see you next time. Take care.